So this is Dolly Parton, and Dolly Parton has a problem. It's 1940s, and Dolly Parton just happens to be one of 11 children. 11 children, oh! As if having 10 other siblings was not enough. Her parents happened to be very, very broke. So broke that the entire family had to live in a one-room cabin. And this was in the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee. It used to be so cold. I mean, so cold that in the middle of the night, Dolly Parton would be sleeping and she'd be like, wait, what's that sound? Wait, what's that sound? Oh, Junior is peeing, Junior is peeing. And they will rush over to Junior and they'll scoot over to him. Yeah, exactly. It used to be so cold that when our younger ones would pee in the night and they will wet the bed, they will scoot closer just to feel the warmth of the pee. Yeah, it was that bad. Naturally, even getting clothes for the children was not easy. And so our mother went to a garbage site to pack in rags. Now, these rags came with different colors. And so she brought them back home and then she started to sew them each side together just to fit little Dolly. And as her mother sewed the garment one stitch at a time, Dolly looked closely and observed. And her mother looked at her eyes and she was like, my baby girl is so cute. And she was like, you know what, Dolly, come closer, come closer. Let me tell you a story about Joseph and his many colors. And Dolly was so moved by the story. And she looked to her mother and she was like, Mama, am I going to look like Joseph in my coat of many colors? And her mother was like, yeah, baby girl, you are going to look like Joseph and you are going to be so fine. And she was like, really, Mama? And her mama was like, yeah. And she put the coat on her and Dolly held it tight and she felt warm and she felt better. The next day, immediately, she took her coat and she ran out of that cabin and ran all the way to school. However, the moment she entered that school compound, all the other kids, the very privileged kids, looked at her and they were like, what's this? Is she wearing rags to school? Is she wearing rags to school? And they started laughing and they bullied her so much so that they locked her in one of the closets. And little Dolly, unaware of how the world was, couldn't understand why these kids were bullying her so much. How is it that this coat that her mother had made with so much love could get so much hate, so much jealousy, so much insults? You see, as of that time, her mind could not comprehend it. Fast forward is 1968, 1969. Dolly has already become big. Now she's on a tour in the bus and then she looks outside the window and then she notices the kids playing in the yard and she was like, wait a minute, that reminds me of something that happened back then. And immediately she remembered her mother. And so she rushed over because there was no pen, there was no paper, nothing to write on. And she wrote on a receipt the lyrics for Coat of Many Colors. Yeah, you guys remember Coat of Many Colors, right? Yeah, it was a very beautiful song. And when she released it, a lot of people could resonate with her. And her mother was so moved that Dolly remembered that little sacrifice she made for her back then. Yeah, this is her mommy and this is Dolly. And so she recreated that coat of many colors again. Today, that coat sits in a museum.